Dressed up is still a monkey. Don't put your trust in fortune until you are in heaven. He who boasts of his accomplishments will ridicule himself. Children who get everything they ask for seldom succeed in life. Wealth can be acquired, but beauty cannot. There is no bitter crust to a hungry person. Every road leads somewhere. Enough little raindrops, and a river could overflow. Boldness is the fruit of hope. Loyalty is more valuable than diamonds. A wise man doesn't watch his foot on the ground, he watches his next step. What good is something big that you don't have if there is something small in your hands? The person who errs should be corrected, not made fun of. Postpone today's anger until tomorrow. A young branch can be straightened, a mature one breaks. It is never too late to offer anything good. The higher the bamboo, the more it can be bent. The empty can makes a lot of noise. Good character is true beauty that never fades. He who does not look back to his origins will never reach his destination. The prepared person beats the hard-working person. Marriage is not porridge that you can spit out if it's too hot. The pain in the little finger is felt by the whole body. It is easy to be born, it is difficult to be a human being. When the blanket is short, learn to bend your body. The fly on the back of a water buffalo thinks it's taller than the buffalo. No man is brave in the presence of a crying woman. Borrowed clothes are either too tight or too loose. He who speaks too much works too little. A desperate person will even hold on to a knife edge. Every kind of animal can be tamed, but not the tongue of man. Nothing destroys iron except its own rust. The earth has ears, news has wings. If you make a habit of buying things you do not need, you will soon be selling things you do need. Life is like a wheel, sometimes at the top, sometimes at the bottom. There is no earthly bliss not watered by tears. Don't rush things to get better results. Be like a rice stalk. The more grains it bears, the lower it bows. Not all that is black is charcoal. The real hero doesn't say that he is one. A diligent person will soon prosper. What goes up must come down. The bitterness of studying is preferable to the bitterness of ignorance. It is easier to dam a river than stop the flow of gossip. Wherever the head goes, the tail will follow. He who refuses advice will end up in hardship. There's no glory without sacrifice. If a bamboo tube makes a loud sound, it is empty. A fly cannot enter a closed mouth. Lazy people will eventually lose even their trousers. If there is no patience, there will be no food. He who believes in hearsay does himself a disservice. To a dog, a bone has more value than a pearl. He who is choosy often picks the worst. Avoiding danger is not cowardice. Courage without discretion is useless. Whatever you do, think about it 7 times before you act. To a person who has real shame, words are his oath. One need not inherit wealth if he inherits good manners. Tell a lie, and the truth will come to light. A country without freedom is like a prisoner with shackled hands. Beauty will fade, but not goodness. He who does not know to look where he came from will never get to his destination. Some people count other people's faults, but ignore their own. The voluntary obedience of people depends on who is commanding them. He who sows wind reaps a typhoon. If someone throws a rock at you, throw him bread. Thorns bury themselves shallowly in the feet of one who walks slowly. They bury themselves deeply in the feet of one who walks quickly. A brave man will face a situation no matter how dreadful. We should always keep in mind that love, hope, and faith in God will bring us success in life. Truthfulness ensures a lasting relationship. People who do not break things first will never learn to create anything. What one learns in childhood, he carries into adulthood. If it's work, do it fast. If it's food, eat it little by little. Don't empty the water jar until the rain falls. If you save, you will have something to withdraw. A quiet person hides his anger. Whatever you borrowed, return it so they will lend it again. Wherever you find sugar, you'll find ants. A fly will not enter a closed mouth. Spend lavishly, and you will end up with nothing. Regret is always at the end. When there is a difficulty, there is also a relief. An undisciplined child will leave his mother in tears. The person who believes in rumors has no self-confidence. Your labor is useless if someone else sees its fruit. Don't count your chicks until the eggs are hatched. Even a log soaked in water will burn if it is placed near a fire. Every pot has a matching lid. A debt can be paid, but a kind act cannot. You cannot pull hair from a bald head. If the bow is sinking, the stern follows. People gain strength by standing together. Don't count your chicks until the eggs are hatched. If a stone thrown upward hits you, don't take offense. A sleeping shrimp is carried away by the current. Emulate the good, ignore the bad. No undertaking is difficult if pursued with perseverance. To get a girl's attention, tell her something that showcases her unique perspective or sparks her curiosity. He who takes a lot of risks loses more than he gains. No crime is left unpunished. It is better to joke with a drunkard than with someone who just woke up.